Best Western Silva in Sibiu, and here is the room. And it apparently has a small balcony. Oh, how nice is that? And it's across from a park, nice big car park, and it's just lovely, just lovely. Anyway, coffee, always nice, and this is the bathroom where it has everything you need. Okay, that is it. I am here for 2 nights, and gonna explore Sibiu tomorrow. Good morning from Piazza Mare. This is the central piazza, plaza, whatever you want to call it, in Sibiu, which is where I am right now. Once again, it's free week at the schools, so all the students get to do things like this. Come to squares and churches and whatnot. Look at that steeple though. This is one of 3 squares or plazas that surround the Old Town area, and it's a mostly car-free zone, and there are these incredible churches that surround it, and all these small vendors making their living off we tourists. And that spire belongs to a church that is in the Piazza, starts with an H, I can't pronounce it, I'm so bad with names. Anyway, and that spire over there borders the Piazza Mare, which is the big one. So this is an overview. I walked in along this street, which is a pedestrian mall. I came into the Piazza Mare, and now I walked over to the Mica area. Yeah, anyway, it's all what's in yellow is the Old Town stuff. Just as reference, that over there is Piazza Mica. There's this really cool bridge here, which you can see people have put locks on to show their love. And that's the lower area. I love these little eyes on these houses. And this is going into Piazza Huet, H-U-E-T, H-E-U-T. Beautiful church right there. Oh, look at that. Wow, but that roof, just beautiful. Okay, that was entirely charming. German students came up to me and asked me in German a question because they're on a scavenger hunt for their class. That I look local enough that they did that. That's fun. Okay, this is the Evangelical Church. I'm going to try to find a way in. Here's the other side, which I think is the entrance right here. Okay, so it was 10 lei to come in here, which I don't mind paying. I guess they've got a lot to upkeep. Another 10 if you want to do just the tower, or 15 to do both. But I have chosen not to do the tower. Huh. There are birds in here. Oh, wow. That is very cool. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. This is the Evangelical Church, so very different from the Orthodox church that I went into. Oh, wow. Oh, you guys see this? Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. So this is the asp. And the transom. I'm probably getting those mixed up. But look, they have a crypt and they've got it open. I mean, it's glassed over, but that's pretty amazing. And look at this picture on the wall. Wow. So they are doing work on the main organ, and these guys require silence. There's actually a little notice that says, you gotta be silent. Anyway, they were carrying this huge beam across. Almost dropped it. Look at that though. I mean, this church is so cool. And there's a second story up there. I don't think we're allowed to go up there, but if I'm not mistaken, that mirror right there shows the organist. I could be wrong about that. And then there's another organ right here in this corner with that above and this beautiful window. There's the beams. Well, another one. It takes 3 of them. Look how big that beam is. And then they put it out on the edge. They've got to like angle it up in, and that's where they almost dropped it last time. It's pretty wild. These are all the organists' names, starting in 1350. And the first name is actually 1413 to 1430. That's how old this place is. This is the upstairs. They've got all of this organ stuff laid out because they're fixing it. So these are the typical wooden stairs that go all the way up the tower. This is the Museum of History, and this is Casa Alta Bemberger, I guess. And you have to pay to go in, obviously. So let's see what this is about. Well, since I misplaced my first coin I bought for Josie at the Palace Castle, I got a couple more for her here, but I did not go in because I am tired and I don't feel like reading a lot. So I'm just going to wander this area. Well, now I am coming back around to the main plaza, Piazza Mare, and seeing what there is here, because I just ran through here at first. But anyway, all the shops are not quite open yet. I think they're afternoon, evening kind of shops, because they're all roped off. Can't even get in. But these buildings are just beautiful. This is the church on the square, the Plaza Mare. Oh my gosh. Would you look at that? Oh, I have no words. That is stunning. I'm pretty sure that's a confession box. That is exquisite. And look at these stained glass windows. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know if you can see that or not. This truly is magnificent. Try to tell me that the houses here don't look like they have eyes and they're looking at you. That is a hotel. But look at them all. They're all around the square. These little tiny dormers that look like eyes. So cool. Here's another church down at the end of the street. And the door's open, so we're gonna peek inside. It says Bashira, which I think means an Orthodox church. Oh, I'm going to take my hat off because that's just polite. Oh, wow. Wow. That is beautiful. Very, very nice. But it is behind these gates, so I cannot see any more than that. Anyway, nice church. So I just ducked through that doorway and found myself in this lovely courtyard covered with grapevines. I bet that's beautiful in the summer. With one of those eyes looking at me from the roofline. How cool is that? Well, people are enjoying their lunch. These are still closed. I have wandered around here for several hours now, poking in and out of churches, seeing what's what. It's just a lovely place. But now I'm tired. So I am on my way back to my hotel. I am walking down this pedestrian zone. And anyway, it's been a nice place to visit. Sibiu. I highly recommend. Well, good afternoon. This is the Bucharest airport, and I am here awaiting my flight to Munich. Yep, my adventure in Romania is complete. I drove 6 hours across Romania today through very heavy traffic. The traffic here, man. It was something else. And now I got to the airport like 4 hours early. A few more hours, then my 2-hour flight, then to a hotel. So that's it from Romania. Bye. Well, sadly, the end of my Romanian trip turned pretty sour, pretty bad. I drove all the way back from Sibiu to Class Wagon, the car rental agency I used out of the Bucharest airport, and returned my car, full tank of gas, absolutely pristine condition. The guy came over, looked at the car, looked at the gas tank, said everything looked great. Took me in, gave me a refund for the gas money, and just off to the airport we went. Really, really fast. And then I get an email from them, a damage report. And I'm like, what? What damage? This company has now said that there are numerous scratches on it, and they are trying to extort me for money, for my deposit. And I'm over here like, what? No, we went through this. And because he told me everything looked fine, I didn't take a video. I didn't take pictures of the car because everything was fine and they gave me the refund. So Class Wagon has turned my Romanian trip into something so ugly. And now I have to spend time on my journey dealing with this issue. And I think, how sad that I now have to go home or online and tell people not the wonderful week that I had there and all the amazing sights that I saw, but I have to give them a warning, a PSA. Don't use that company because they're charlatans. And 2, you have to be so careful with other car companies. And you have to take video, and you have to, have them on video saying that everything's fine. Because now I have to fight this. And what a horrible way to end what otherwise was a lovely trip to a beautiful country. But as a silver lining, I did meet 2 lovely women at the airport, and we spent an hour and a half talking while we waited for a delayed flight. And, you know, that was lovely. But, you know, to get this from Classwagon after I returned their car in perfect condition is just so sad, so sad. So anyway, I'm on to another adventure now, and we'll see how this one goes.